My name is Amy Dietzman, and I'm the Senior Director of Learning Strategies and Professional Development at Tutor.com. And I have today on the call the awesome Stephanie Close, who is our Learning and Resource Design Manager. And she is going to kind of go over all the details that you should need to know about using the portal. Again, please ask questions as we go. I'll be happy to answer, and I'm going to pass this over to Stephanie.
Thank you so much, Amy, and welcome everyone. I am excited you are here today for the client portal training. As Amy said, my name is Stephanie Close, and I work for the Learning Services Department here at Tutor.com. I am a former educator of 20 years, however, so I truly understand the world of education, and I can tell you that the reports and data that you can receive from the client portal are a wonderful insight to your students, their needs, and how you can help them continue to learn and grow moving forward. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get started, and I can show you all of these awesome features that you will have access to. The client portal is a wonderful way for you to see lots of great data and analytics. Today, we're going to be going over all the reports and features you have available to you, such as fast facts, on-demand reports, student account administration, trend graphs, detailed usage data, student survey results, topic drill down reports, and individual alerts for early intervention. If your Tutor.com customer success manager has already created an account for you and sent you credentials, then you are all set. If you still need access to the client portal, please reach out to your school's customer success manager and they can get that ready for you. So to start, you will go to the link they provided to you in your credential email, and it will take you to a sign-in page, or you can click in the upper right corner of the screen that you see there. You will sign in using your school email and the password provided to you. Once you are logged in, you will come to this landing page called My Dashboard. Here, you'll find fast fact snapshots of the current status of your partnership with Tutor.com. You will have access to reports for your school so you can see how usage is going. We have high-level reports with overall usage all the way down to individual student reports, all depending on what you need. So let's start from the bottom of the screen. These blue tiles here will give you quick facts about who's using the program at your school, how many sessions have occurred, how many early alerts have been given, and I'll explain a little bit later what those early alerts are in case you don't know, how many active students you have using the service, and what the average session length is. So you can see all of that there and get a quick overview. You will also have access to the student survey results, so you can see what students are saying about the service, but also see the average rating. It's definitely something to take time to check out each month and look at those student comments from your school. It's truly the best part, and you can really see how much your students are enjoying the service. These blue tiles here are clickable, so you can click into them to see detailed reports of all of this data. And I will show you that in just a few minutes. In the middle of the screen, you'll find contact information for the members of our team that you'll be interacting with. You'll see the customer success manager name, contact info, and picture. And that is the person who can answer questions about implementation and logistics. You will also see the salesperson who worked with you to build this program. At the very top, you will see a contract bar, which can tell you, based on your contract with Tutor.com, how many hours your students have used against how many hours you have left. At the very top of the screen, if you click on On-Demand Reports, you will find several ways to access data on your students' Tutor.com experience. The first report is called the Program Snapshot Report. This is the broadest of these reports and serves as an overview of the program within a range of dates you can specify. You'll also receive monthly reports summarizing this data. To access the history of these reports, you can click on Monthly Report Archive, that tab, and it's found at the top of the screen. These reports are a great way to stay on top of overall usage and program adoption. Here you can see things like when your students are using Tutor.com, what subject they are using it for, and what the most requested subject is. You can even click into the subject and drill down even further and actually see which concept or skill is being requested for help within that subject. It also gives you a breakdown of overall program activity, including sessions and hours used, subjects that are requested, new student accounts created, and more. You can see the student comments from our post-session student satisfaction survey here as well. So it's important to note that on these reports, there is no identifying information about students. So these reports can be shared with any stakeholders at any time. So again, that is the program snapshot report. So in addition to that program snapshot report, you also have access to the student usage report. This report is going to summarize how the students are using the service at your school. You could see what type of help the students overall are asking for, or pull it up student by student if you want to look at a specific student that you are interested in. Sessions may be filtered by date, student, student location, or center name. Because this report does display student identifiers, it's a great tool to use in parent conferences or when working with students directly. As you can see, you get information about the number and duration of sessions, what subjects were sought, and which school or campus the session was associated with. Names for this purpose of the presentation are hidden, but the student names are attached to this report for you to see. And let's say you wanted to dig even a little bit deeper and you wanted to find out about a specific student and actually see one of these tutoring sessions that took place. We have individual student session reports where you can see any tutoring session that has taken place. Every one of our tutoring sessions are recorded. The students have access to them in what we call their locker room, so they can go back and refer to a tutoring session that they have previously had if they wanted to do that. It's a great way for us to ensure quality of the session and our tutors, so we keep track of it, and then you have access to it as well. So if you ever want to see something that has occurred between a student and a tutor, you can do that in this individual student session report. With this report, you can review and replay individual tutoring sessions. Sessions may be filtered by date, student, student location, subject area, or even course ID. This report offers line-by-line session data and can also be filtered using the same criteria as student usage. When you've made your selections, you can find the blue link associated with each session. This is great for interventions or when you are looking to see what students might need additional support in and for what skill and subject. For sessions that included an audio conference, you can replay the conference as an audio recording or read a high-quality transcription. These recordings can be very helpful if or when a student says, well, my tutor told me to do this. Maybe you want to check it out and see what really the communication was between the tutor and the student. It's also nice for you to be able to double check how students are being taught. And if you received an early alert which I'm just about to tell you what those are, on one of your students, it can be helpful to go into the recording session and see what the tutor noticed or why that early alert was sent. And then our final report we'll look at today is the topic drill down report. This is where you can go in, and if you see that math or reading is the most requested subject or topic, then you can go in and look even further to see which specific concept is being requested. You'll note that once again, you can filter by date, location, and subject, though not by student name for this report. This report shows the content students are asking about most often across the partnership. And this can really help identify what students are struggling with in class or what students may need more review on. It's a great insight for you at an overall school level to see areas that might be weak in the curriculum or need a little extra support overall. And the last part of your client portal that I would like to share with you today are called early alerts. So an early alert is the only way that a tutor has to communicate with you. When our tutors are working with students, it's normally anonymous, depending on the way that your customer success manager has set up your program. Sometimes they may see the university or college school that your students are from, but many times it's also anonymous. So mostly all they can see is a student's first name, and they can't see anything else. They don't know where these students really attend school, what state they're in, they just have their first name. So again, depending on how your program is set up, this may or may not be the case. So the way that they can communicate with you at a school level is using these early alerts. So at the end of a tutoring session, the tutors fill out a survey and review the level of mastery and what occurred in the session. If there is a reason that they feel they should alert the school, not an emergency or behavioral issue, but just an academic issue. If there's an academic concern, they would fill out this early alert to be sent to you. You have the option to have these early alerts emailed to you, or if you don't want your inbox being flooded with these early alerts, you have the option to just log in and view them on your dashboard when you want. You can let your customer success manager know your preference, and they will set up your alerts accordingly. So Tutor.com and our tutors may flag individual students for 4 reasons. First, students may be flagged for not having the required prerequisite knowledge to complete the problem they came and asked for help with. They may also be flagged for content mastery. They did not show mastery of the content they asked for help with. Both of these alerts are triggered by tutor responses to the post-session survey. Students may also be automatically flagged if they are frequently requesting help in the same subject, or if the session was unusually long. These last 2 alerts are alerts that are automatically triggered by our system. If you choose not to get extra emails on these early alerts and want to just check them on your dashboard, you would click the See Early Alerts blue tile on your dashboard when you first log in. It will bring you to a report that looks like this, where you can see the name of the student, the session link, what they asked for help with, and the reason for the early alert. So that is our quick client portal overview. We hope that this has been informative and given you more insight into the reports and student data you can access from Tutor.com. If you have any burning questions that myself or Amy can answer now, please feel free to type them in the chat, or you can unmute and, I don't think you can unmute, but you can type them in the chat.
I don't think you can.
We will answer anything that you might have. And also, please know you can reach out to your customer success manager assigned to your school at any time, or email client support at Tutor.com as well. So we are here, our whole team is here to always help and support you in any way we can. And we thank you for joining us today.
And I'm looking at the Q&A box. I don't see any questions. Nothing came in, so I guess you did a really good job, Stephanie. But we can stay for just another minute or two and see if anyone has any questions. One thing we often hear in these is like specific questions about your program. Every school, every university, whatever, everyone is a little bit different. It's all kind of customized. So you may see something that Stephanie didn't show you, or you may wonder where that button is on your screen because Stephanie had it and you don't. So that is very likely that some things will be a little different. Just want to make sure that everybody knows that, as well as what subjects are available at each school. That's also different, depends on how your school is set up. So I just want to make that clear. I still don't see any questions, so I think we're all good.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Appreciate your time, everyone.
Thank you, everybody. Yep.
Bye-bye.
Have a good day.